Hello, I'm probably riding my bike. Life in Jolly One Limbo continues, still easing into new dad life. And today I have a friendly face to come and visit. My friend Hyunuk kindly stopped by for some lunch and a coffee. It's been an intense few days, so it's great to see a friendly face. Kind of makes me feel normal again. Over the last few days in this neighbourhood, I've found a lot of places I want to try out, including this Japanese udon restaurant, where they make the noodles fresh. We got the tonkatsu with the hot nudes, and Hyunuk got cold nudes. Absolutely glorious. I will save it on the list. Definitely going to return. You can tell how good it was from the trail of clean bowls. And while we're in the neighbourhood, I've got to show Hyunuk my local neighbourhood cafe for the next couple of weeks. It's Montauk. We shared an incredibly sweet Queen de Man, kind of like an extremely sweet caramelised croissant. Delicious flat whites, but minus points today for serving them in a paper cup. Not a fan, despite the thumbs up. Hyunuk came on his electric Cannondale mini velo. It was good fun to try out. He came quite far and quite often carries his kid on it, so electric kind of makes sense. I think electric bikes can be great. They're not for me. I don't think I will have one until I definitely need one. They're awesome for people who are maybe less mobile, carrying their kids or a lot of cargo, or simply just don't want to sweat on their commute. But nowadays in Seoul, there's some electric bikes which are basically just electric motorbikes. I'm not sure how well regulated they are here. But this one was pretty cool. You could easily adjust the stem to make it a little smaller for travelling on the subway. A short but sweet visit from Hyunuk. I was grateful he came all this way. These trees kind of remind me of the ones you see in Paris, especially when they're shaped like this, in their kind of cuboid shape. A delightful hangout with a friend, and now it's time to head back and see the babies before some more quests later on in the day. Hyunuk also dropped off some goodies in this orange bag. They're actually left at HPC Cafe by subscriber Daniel from the US, who was visiting Korea. I was hoping to meet them, but I've been a little bit busy. I hope Daniel understood. But it was genuinely so kind of him to drop off these goodies from the UK. I have a new favourite tea, and also I don't know how he knew what my favourite biscuits were. Chocolate hobnobs are the best. Apparently there's fierce debate in the UK at the moment whether you should eat them with the chocolate side up or down. I always had the chocolate side up, but I tried chocolate side down and it makes sense because you get chocolate on your tongue first. And I'm a convert. My wife's had her delicious dinner of seaweed soup and the babies are asleep, so I'm heading out to find a restaurant that's open. I'm in the mood for just some wholesome, home-style Korean food. And riding around, I think I found the perfect place. Ommajipbap, Mum's home food. I wasn't sure if they were open while the owner was cleaning the perilla leaves, but luckily it was. I ordered a kimchi jjigae, a kimchi stew. It's probably my number one favourite meal in Korea. I could eat it every day. It's even better with all the side dishes of grilled fish and seaweed. Kimchi jjigae kind of has the tanginess of the Heinz cream of tomato soup in the UK, but the spiciness of the kimchi with some fatty pork and some tofu. Absolutely glorious. The finale of any kimchi jjigae is putting your rice and mixing it in with the soup. I think it's my favourite part of the meal. Pure joy, and of course, Clean Bowl Club. This video might have the record of Clean Bowl Clubs on a properly riding video. A new day with my lovely boys, and one of the last in the Jolly One. I'm going to enjoy another coffee, another meal before we leave. I've actually been working a lot of the time during the Jolly One life. It seemed like a waste to use my paternity leave while we had so much help. This is one of the last weekend days. Right opposite the udon restaurant and Montauk, there's another cafe, apparently quite a famous one in the neighbourhood. It's Taeyang Coffee. A tiny little place with not many seats indoors, but luckily there's a nice bench for me outside, where I'd rather be anyway. Watching the dogs and the people go by, and admiring my beautiful bike. And excellent flat white. This place I think seemed more kind of darker roast coffees, like what was the trend a few years ago, which I think works well with a milky flat white anyway. And it was served in a beautiful mug, so extra points for that. A nice place to watch the world go by. An absolutely delightful flat white. And now to head for some lunch with a little pharmacy quest in between. Let's go. Now again, I fancy something spicy and a very Korean dish. So I've gone to the most Korean looking restaurant, Gohung Sikdang. It's named after a province on the very south coast of Korea. Another home cooking style restaurant. When I first moved here, I had no idea where to get the chopsticks from, and I'd always ask for them. And they're usually in a drawer like this. And I've gone for the signature menu, Ojinga Doppap, which is spicy squid on rice. My spice tolerance is pretty high, and it's certainly got higher since I moved here. This is the kind of meal that might make you spicy out the other end if you're not used to this level of spice. But I love it. And I love this neighbourhood. It feels like it hasn't changed for a long, long time. It's got lots of independent local restaurants and shops. And just across the road, picking up some rice cake. Love the colours. And I got two of my favourites. Another video of trying out cafes, grabbing food and enjoying being out as a new dad. But honestly, even here while I'm sipping coffee in Seoul and enjoying this food, I can't stop thinking about children and families in Palestine. I can imagine being a new parent in those circumstances, living through starvation, ethnic cleansing and genocide, watching children being killed with no way of keeping them safe, or even find somewhere secure to be together. I know some people are going to say, just stick to riding bikes, and others say, I'm too silent. But I'll say it when it feels right to me. And I get it, some people ride bikes or watch my videos as an escape, but Palestinians don't get that escape. I don't have the answers, but I just can't ignore it. So even while I share these rides in little moments, I'm holding them in my thoughts and spreading awareness outside of these videos too, and talking about it in my own way.